Okay, sorry about the interruption. Now, once you get the regular and the overtime pay, you add them together. Okay, and you've done this before. Okay, you just got to think about it. So you take 480 plus 90, and you get 570. Now, that's your gross pay. To find the net pay, you got these percents. You have to subtract them. Okay, they're deducted. Deducted means minus. Okay, so you're going to minus two things. Okay, but you don't know how much money there is. Okay, you got to figure that out yourself. So you got to figure out what 5% and 4% actually are. So 5% of, and it's going to be of, so I'm going to split that. Okay, so it's of 570 and of 570. So you know how to find the percent of a number. You just divide 5 by 100, 0.05, and then times, okay? So 0.05 times 570 is 28.5, so it's going to be $28.50. Okay, then the other one's the same way. We divide 4 by 100 and 0.04. And then of means times. So 0.04 times 570, that's 22.8. So that's $22.80. Then subtract. So 570 minus 28.50 minus 22.80, that's 518.7. So that's $518.70. Okay, so there you go. So remember, regular, the money times 40 hours. Overtime, you take your money times 1.5, and then to find this, you take how many hours you worked, which is 45, and subtract the 40. Then you add them, and then you have your percents. You got to find what these are. Percent of, percent of. Okay, the next one you should be pretty good at. A boat motor originally priced at $50 is marked 30% off. Find how much it costs now. So off means minus. So we have $50. And we have to minus a dollar amount, but it can't be the percent. So our percent, we have to take 30% of 50, $50. So I divide 30 by 100, and then times 50, 15. So again, 30 divided by 100, 0.3, then times, you get 15. Okay, so 50 minus 15 is $35. Okay, next one. An item costs $23. How much will I have to pay at the sales tax? Sales tax is added is 6%. So again, it's the same thing I'm doing here. I take 23 plus, and I need to find what 6% of 23 is. So the process is the same. We divide our 6 by 100, 0.06, and then multiply by 23, 0.06 times 23. Okay, $1.38, so I add $1.38. So 23 plus 1, 23 plus $1.38 is going to be $24.38. Okay, number 6. I go to college and my medical costs are $700. For my insurance, I pay a $50 deductible and 10% of the rest of the amount. How much do I have to pay? This is how insurance works. You pay your deductible plus a percent of the rest, okay? That's what you want to start out with. So these are both money amounts. Well, your deductible is $50. Now to find percent of the rest, well, we know our percent is 10% of, but here's how we find the rest. We take our total bill, $700, and remember, deductible means it's minused, okay? 700 minus 500, or minus 50, and that's 650. Okay, then I go like this. I divide, so again, percent 10 of the rest. We have to take 700 minus the 50, because we already wrote 50 down. So when I do my percent, I don't want that on the rest of it. Okay, so 10 divided by 100 is 0.1. And then I times, of means times, 0.1 times 650 is 65. Okay, now I just add. So 50 plus 65 is $115. So again, health insurance, deductible plus percent of the rest. Deductible's there for you. Percent, you have 10%, but to find the rest, you got to take your 700 and minus your deductible. Okay, number 7. As a salesman, I get paid a commission rate of 12% of what I sell. If I sell $4,000 worth of goods to people, how much do I get to keep? Okay, really easy. You just are getting 12% of sales. Okay, sales is what you sell. Well, you sell $4,000 worth of sales, but you don't get to keep all that. The place you work for keeps most of it. You get to keep part of it, okay? And 12% is your part. So again, same idea. Divide 12 by 100. And then times. So 0.12 times 4,000. I get $480. Okay, now you got some things you've been working on, writing checks. Okay, so today's date when you work on this is 2018, December 18th. Okay, the check number's 175, so you want to get rid of this and put 175. Okay, pay to the order. Okay, Cheryl's Boutique. So Cheryl's Boutique. Okay, and then put your money amount, so $56.25. Okay, so write it out in words. 50, FIFTY -6 SIX. Don't write dollars, just put and 25 over 100. Okay, and then you sign your name right there. Put your name. Okay, the next one, check 176. So 176, and the date is 12/18/18. Okay, Walgreens is who this goes to. Okay, 7567. Okay, and then write it in words. So 70, SEVENTY, and 75, and 67 over 100. Okay, sign your name, and you're good. Okay, a deposit slip. Okay, this is a deposit slip. So here's number 3. I'm going to do 3 here and 4 here. So the date, today's date, 12/18/18. Put your name, Shelby Struthers. You don't need to put the account number. Okay, so cash is dollar bills. Okay, so in my pocket, checks for $65.65, $43.21, and $10.90. This is cash. Okay. So $30 in cash, I just put $30 right here. Okay. Then my checks. Okay. These are my checks. I add those. So 65 plus 65.65 plus 43.21 plus 10.90, 119.76. So that's 119.76. Okay. Now subtotal. Remember, okay, one thing you want to put, I want you to put your deposit slip puts money in my bank account. That's what this is for. You want to put these things into your bank account, but you got to fill this out to put it in the bank. Okay, so subtotal, you just add these two, plus them. So 30 plus 119.76, and that's 149.76. Doesn't say anything about less cash here, so we're going to take this out, and then the total's just the same, 149.76. Okay, the next one, date 12/18/18. Shelby Struthers wants to put money in her account, so you got to fill this out. Shelby wants to put $20 cash, okay? And then she also wants these checks to go into her account, so we have to add those. So 130 plus 34.54 plus 35.14, 199.68. Okay, then add them. So 20 plus 199.68, 219.68. Less cash, there isn't any, so it'll be 219.68. Okay, now the next one, you're working with a check register. Okay, now your old balance was remember, checks. When I write a check, money comes out. Money comes, C-O-M-E-S, deposit, money comes in, okay? And one thing, service charge, money comes out, okay? So when it comes in, it'll be plus. When it comes out, it'll be minus, and here as well. Okay, so the old balance was $2,045, so I put 204500. Okay. Okay, so I write check 134 to McDonald's for $14.32 on November 3rd. Now the check number 134, and the date's November 3, so that's 11-3, and the transaction's to McDonald's. Okay, 1432, and that's withdraw, 1432. So when I withdraw, that means it comes out of the account, okay? So 2,045 minus 14.32 is $2,030.68, okay? So that transaction's done. Now check 135 to Shell for $15.56 written on November 6th. So 135 11/6, because November 6, and Shell. Okay, and I wrote it for 1556. Okay, again, now minus it. So now you have $2,030.68, and you're minusing. When you write a check, it comes out of the account. $2,015.12. Okay, ATM transaction. Now, an ATM transaction is like writing a check. Okay, so November 9. You don't have a number, okay, so I don't need that, but it's 11/9. And I just put where it is, Walmart, and it's just like I wrote a check, okay? And that's a withdraw, so $75.43. Then I minus. So 2015.12 minus 75.43, 1939.69. Okay, service charge, November 11th, so it's 11/11. There's no number, so service charge. And a service charge comes out, so that's another minus, okay? So 1939.69 minus 5.45, and that's $1,934.24. Okay, then I made a deposit, okay? Deposit, no number, it's 11/14, and I write deposit. $245. Now, deposits come into the account, so that belongs in here. Here's where it goes in. That's for numbers that go in, 245.00, and I add. So 1934.24 plus 245. Okay, and that's what I got, 2179.24. Okay, and then check 136 to Hy-Vee for 33.45 on November 17th. So it's number 136, 11/17, and we wrote it to Hy-Vee. Okay, I'm out of lead here. I need to look for a pen here. There's a pencil. Okay, so 33.45, and then I minus. So 2179.24 minus 33.45, 2145.79. Okay, now last page. And then this and your vocab cards are what's on your test. Now, remember, so reconcile the bank statement with the checkbook balance. So this is me and bank, okay? So me, my checkbook is me. I think I have $217.84. The bank thinks I have $279.50. Now, outstanding checks. Remember, checks come out of the account, but that's the bank. The bank doesn't know about it. So they both have to be minused. Okay, so minus 1580, minus 4971. So 279.50 minus 1580 minus 4971. Okay, I got $213.99. Okay, now that's not the same as this, though, okay? The service charge I don't know about, so I got to subtract 385. and now they're the same, okay? So 213.99. Okay, so that's your reconciled balance. Okay, now the next one, there's me and the bank. My checkbook says I have $87.50. The checkbook says I have $137.90. Okay, now the outstanding transaction, that's the bank. Now a check is minus because it comes out of the account. The deposit comes into the account. So it's 137.90 minus 75 plus 1985, and that's $82.75. Now, they're not the same yet. That's because I need to minus, remember, service charge goes out of the account. So minus 4.75. $82.75. So that's the same. So the balance is $82.75. Okay, now the interest that you've just been working on. Simple compound. An original deposit of $2,500 earns 2% simple interest over 4 years. Okay? The formula for interest on simple is principal times rate times time. Okay? So, principal times rate times time. So the principal is $2,500. The rate is 2%, but we have to divide 2 by 100. Any percent you're going to use has to be divided by 100 before you actually operate with it. Times the time, which is 4. Okay? So 20, and that equals the interest. Okay, so put equals interest. I want to see that. Okay. So what does that equal? 2,500 times 0.02 times 4 gives me $200, and that's the interest. Okay. Okay, so to find my new balance, I had $2,500. Interest comes to me, so I add 200. That's $2,700. Okay, now compound. An original deposit of $6,000 earns 2% interest compounded quarterly for 5 years. Okay? So, formula use. Compound, that's different. Okay? You've got your principal. Times, okay? 100% plus the rate. Okay? R, that's an R there. Okay? 100 plus the rate to the power of how many periods we are. Periods. Okay? Equals new balance. I know I didn't give you a lot of room there, but that's what it is. Write it down. P stands for principal. Times 100% plus our rate to the power of the number of periods, and new balance equals a new balance. Okay, so I set up these spaces. Blank times blank equals blank. So remember, this is principal. This is 100% plus the rate to the power of the periods. Okay? And that takes us to our new balance. Okay, so my principal is $6,000. I take 100% plus my rate, which is 2%. Now we know that's 102%, but then I have to divide it by 100 before I put it in my formula. So 1.02 to the power of the periods. Now quarterly. Quarterly means 4, okay? So 4 times a year and there's 5 years, okay? So 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, so that's 20 periods. You just take 4 times 5. Okay, now I use my calculator. So 6,000 times 1.02, hit the power key, 20. Okay, $8,915.68. That's your new balance, though, not your interest. So this goes to my new balance. So 8,915.68. Now remember, the last problem we found the interest and then added it, but now we have to go backwards, okay? I got to find out how much interest was earned. So it's 6,000 plus what would equal this? Well, I can find that by subtracting. $2,915.68. That's how much interest. Use your calculator.